Good afternoon. This is a very difficult time for our country and for our community. We have once again confronted the horrific reality that our Black and brown brothers and sisters, mothers and fathers, and sons and daughters are far more likely to suffer discrimination and racism that lead to violence and death than someone like me. I came to UNM from the University of Missouri in Columbia, where I started as provost in the months following the death of Michael Brown in Ferguson. While at Mizzou, I heard the outrage, grief, and despair at a society that does not acknowledge that racism continues to impact the lives of many of our colleagues every day. I worked hard at Mizzou to actively improve the campus climate for our students, faculty, and staff of color, and we made some progress, but challenges remained. Today, I stand before you as president of UNM, having lived in New Mexico for just over 2 years. Did I hope when I first came here that the issues of racism and discrimination would be less in a state known for its diversity? Did I envision a university whose motto, "Each of us defines all of us," would reflect a place that was further along in eliminating discrimination and racism? Yes, it was what I hoped. But today I must acknowledge that our entire country is challenged by the intractable problem of racism, and we are no less so for all of our diversity. I've heard your calls for action and leadership from the university and from me in response to many of your lived experiences with systemic racism and social injustice. The issues before us and the time in which we find ourselves are complex and compounding. Many of our UNM leaders have issued statements condemning racial injustice and violence against communities of color, and I stand behind every word. But I know that words aren't enough. You expect more and want more from UNM, and you should. I see you on social media, I see you in the streets, and I've seen you on Johnson Field. I hear you. Black Lives Matter is more than a social media hashtag. It's a social movement that compels all of us to listen, stand up, and speak out. It's a call for positive action to enact meaningful and fundamental change. So I'm working with my leadership team to take both immediate and long-term action and build upon the efforts we've made and continue to make to unify our campus, raise and promote different voices, and ensure UNM embodies its foundational principles of strength through diversity and progress through inclusion. This means making diversity a priority in both word and in deed when it comes to the recruitment and retention of our Black students, faculty, and staff. And it means supporting critical race and intersectional scholarship and promoting both academic freedom and free speech while protecting those who raise their voices to be heard. Protecting you as you speak out can be a tough job, and it's an obligation we take seriously. For one thing, we're presently in the middle of a global health crisis, which has revealed to the world the foundational inequalities and health disparities that exist in our communities of color. So I ask, as you gather as a group, please do so safely and responsibly. We also rely on the leadership and support of our campus police department, whose mission statement embraces not just public safety, but also recognizes its duty of preserving human rights and respecting cultural differences, a point of view fitting for a public university. The metropolitan nature of our university here in Albuquerque also means we have some very specific obligations and responsibilities to our campus, including creating a welcoming and safe environment for our neighbors and visitors. In the coming weeks and months, as we embark on discussions with our community about what they are looking for in police department leadership, we can and will be working with the greater UNM community to ensure a meaningful discussion on public safety and police enforcement, both in and around our Albuquerque campus. As we bring back the pack, the community policing and transformative justice efforts initiated last year will be given greater emphasis and scope. I'm prepared to ask our Campus Safety Council to explore issues related to community policing, transformative justice, and related matters, and to examine our own UNM Police Department, including looking at best practices and considering the effectiveness of arming UNM PD. We also vow to begin a broader dialogue with external law enforcement agencies about campus culture and the need for mutual respect. I heard from many of you who were frightened or distressed by the image of armed police officers on top of one of our campus buildings. I too was alarmed. While police are permitted to be armed on campus and accessed our facilities with the intention of keeping protesters safe, I know that for many, it didn't look or feel that way at all. That's why it's critical that we educate external law enforcement about our campus values and how thoughtful consideration must be given to any real or perceived show of force that may create fear among members of our community. At the moment, there aren't many people here on campus, but my husband and I live here in the historic University House. It's our home. But a university isn't about its buildings and open spaces. It's about the need to feel this campus is safe and welcoming at all times, a place where the free exchange of ideas is encouraged and valued. I was very concerned about the video that's been circulating on social media, allegedly showing armed individuals at UNM. As you may know, by state law, firearms are prohibited on the UNM campus. Thankfully, it turns out that video was not filmed on our campus. We all, in fact, deserve to feel safe and protected physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Finally, I want to conclude by asking a favor. Keep talking, keep listening, and keep writing to me to let me know what's on your mind and how you're feeling. I want these conversations to continue. We will move beyond engaging these important issues only when tragedy takes the national stage, because violence and injustice happen everywhere, every day. I want us to keep working together to make a difference and to improve the university experience for everyone in our campus community. Keep using your voices, but please stay safe, Lobos. Protect and respect our PAC. Thank you.